Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, the amazing T Street. Today, I want to talk about a topic that I was talking with some kids about 2 days ago. And I want to discuss it with the adults. Coffee with Tea, don't skip the process of seizing the moment. Have you ever had an opportunity present itself and you didn't jump on it and you said, I just think that the timing is not right. I'll do it when the timing is right. But can I just be real transparent? The truth of the matter is, the moment rarely announces itself. Moments show up quietly, sometimes they're unplanned, and they're often disguised as inconvenience, fear, and sometimes uncertainty. Seizing the moment isn't about luck, y'all. Like everything else, it's a process. And so I want to walk you through the three-step process of seizing the moment. Recognize the moment when it appears. That's the first step. You got to recognize it when it shows up. Most moments aren't dramatic. They don't enter the stage left and go, I'm here. Most moments are subtle. A conversation that you almost avoided, an idea that you almost like dismiss. Somebody gave you an idea, you're like, oh yeah, an opportunity that you almost postponed. The problem is that moments come. It's not that they don't come, it's that they do come. It's that we miss them while we're waiting for the perfect conditions for the moment. Wisdom isn't just knowing what to do, it's knowing when to do it. Seizing the moment starts with paying attention to what's in front of you right now. Not next week, not next month, not what might come later. Process takeaways are you can't seize what you refuse to see. That's what it is. You cannot seize what you refuse to see. Don't miss the moment because you don't recognize it as a moment. That's the first step. Release the fear that delays action. Y'all, if most of us are honest, we're not doing things because we don't have inspiration, because we don't have ideas, because we don't know that it's ours to do. We fear it, and so we delay the action that's required to accomplish it. And so the second step is release the fear that delays action. Fear loves to disguise itself as, I'm just being responsible, I'm being prudent in this season, I don't know that this is the season, so I'm being prudent, I just need a little bit more time, I'm not quite ready yet. Well, what if it doesn't work? But hesitation is often fear wearing a professional outfit. I said it. It's really your fear that you dressed up. That's what your hesitation is. Confidence is built by moving in spite of the fear. Seizing the moment doesn't mean that you're fearless. It means you've decided fear doesn't get the final vote. Y'all don't miss the opportunities that are being placed in your pathways because you've allowed fear to keep you from moving forward. It means that you've decided fear doesn't get the final vote. If you wait until you're ready, the moment may already be gone. And this is what I said to kids the other day. And sometimes the moment never comes back. So you've got to seize the moment. The third step, if you're going to seize the moment, the third process of seizing the moment is responding with intentional obedience. Can I just tell you, you don't want to miss it. Good morning, Val. Good morning, Deaconess Rhonda. You don't want to miss that moment, y'all. Respond with intentional obedience. That's the third step. What does that mean? A seized moment, it always requires movement. Not someday, not eventually, now. Obedience isn't about having the whole plan, y'all. It's about taking the next step while you're trusting God with the rest. Moments are temporary, but obedience creates transformation. The moment may be like that, but your obedience in that moment can change the whole trajectory of your life. When you move in alignment with your purpose, with timing, and with faith, ordinary moments become defining ones. They become extraordinary moments. The thing that might be ordinary to somebody else because you moved in purpose with the right timing and with the right amount of faith, your ordinary suddenly became extraordinary. And people will be left wondering, how did she do that? Because you dared recognize the moment when it appeared, release the fear that delayed the action, and finally, you responded with intentional obedience. Y'all, it's not rocket science, but there are so many of us who have these amazing moments before us, but we don't have, good morning, Jackie, but we don't have the courage or the confidence to meet the moment. Can I tell you, when the moment arises, just walk into it with obedience, intentional obedience. And I promise you, if you don't skip the process of seizing the moment, suddenly your ordinary will become extraordinary. Y'all, I have walked more timidly and scaredly into things that I did not know. Y'all, I didn't know that this speaking stuff was going to work. This is not what I went to school for. I didn't know that working with kids was going to work. I remember the night that I had to make the decision if I was going to take a $55,000 pay cut to leave Mount Carmel to go to Teen Institute. And I prayed about it, and I wasn't even a Christian, y'all. I prayed about it, and I just said, I just know that I'm being called to this moment. And if I miss it, it may never come my pathway. And everything that I've accomplished in the last 30 years would have been impossible had I not awakened that Monday morning after being up all night long, practically that Sunday night, and made the call to Heidi that said, I'll take it. And y'all, it was an act of faith. Who takes, when you're in your 20s, who takes a $55,000 pay cut? Nobody, especially after you have 2 degrees. Nobody. It was an act of purpose, an act of timing, and an act of faith, because the very next day they were going to move to the person that was second on the list because I had turned them down for 2 consecutive weeks. But I'm so glad that I seized the moment. So I came by to tell somebody today, whatever you do, don't skip the process of seizing the moment. Have an amazing day. And y'all know I'm the amazing T Street, but there's absolutely positively nothing amazing in me that's not in each and every one of you. So go and seize the moment. Have a great day and a great weekend.